Hey, Mom.
Hey, daughters.
Welcome to the Juggle Israel
A mom and daughter show
about parenting and mental health.
for moms and teens.
Welcome back to our Element series.
Thank
We think
you.
about learning about qualities of our personality and how we can bring more harmony and balance. And I just want to remind Sabrina that every element is energy and there's no such thing as balance because energy likes to move.
It never stops.
Right. It never stops. It likes to move. All right. So we have shared with you the qualities of the element of fire and of air. And our last episode is when we shared about the qualities of air, specifically a unskillful quality of air, which is lying. So for anybody who hasn't watched, go back to that episode because it was really cool because I thought it'd be useful. This is a earth quality to play with these elements. So it makes it more just easy to understand, right? And so here is a crystal, and I want Serena to hold it. This comes from the earth, right? And what are the qualities of this?
It's solid.
It's solid. And oh my goodness, so far. Okay. So what
Those are
other?
barely moving.
Barely, yeah. I don't even think it's
It's
moving. I don't think it's moving. Well, that's just a
They're vibrating.
what?
Actually.
What? Okay, it's stirring. Yeah, it's okay. So it's solid. Okay, it's a structure, right?
Good one.
All right, all right. So why don't you share skillful
My rock?
application? Yeah, sure. I know it's a really pretty crystal. Okay.
It's a rock.
Actually, so the last episode, I showed the candle that was from one of our other co-authors from Sacred Spaces. And this is actually also from another author of Sacred Spaces, Angela Eusis.
It's a beautiful crystal. And
So, doesn't it? It has really beautiful qualities. Don't you think?
I like how it's pink.
No, it's a rose quartz. Okay. So, share the audience skillful applications.
Practical, realistic, useful, dependable, reliable, trustworthy, deliberate, cautious, grounded, solid, stable, physical, tangible, material, structured, patient, preserving, persistent, productive. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, unskillful applications.
Overly conservative, risk adverse, security oriented, opportunistic, stubborn, rigid, unyielding, acquisitive, possessive, narrow minded, tunnel vision,
Obstinate.
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Inflexible, immovable, unchangeable, unbending.
Yeah, just super rigid, right? Like, because you know what you have to bring sometimes to other elements like this is you'd have to bring like
My rock.
water or heat or something to change it, to transform this. Okay, those are like that's just a no. All right, so bringing it back to a very practical analogy of why Earth is so important is because back to like what we talked about, this unskillful application of air when you have lies, and this is specifically for us as parents, right? So what earth qualities do we bring into place to support unskillful application of air, such as lies?
Grounded,
Well, yeah, grounding. So
trustworthiness,
so yes.
practical, and cautious.
Okay, but like
Structure.
structure. Okay, but like let's be specific. So I have to bring more structure to our relationship, right? So whether that would be like dad would like take her phone away. I'm like, what does that do? This is like back to the why we first started. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can take her phone away, but does that really support understanding an unskillful application? That almost seems kind of obstinate, you know? Oh, look, I'm so smart. Okay. But like, what would be a realistic way to I'm asking you, I'm asking you, what are some earth qualities to help support more trust? Or even like, what's a curious way of asking you, like, what was going on in your mind as far as not sharing that information? Because that was pretty important information because it spiraled.
Well, I was just like having fun with my friends, and then I just like, I knew you guys wouldn't like it. So I kept it from you guys.
Oopsie.
My dearest apology.
Yeah. Yeah. So the structure that I have to bring is more sleepovers, right?
And
And it stinks, right? Because that doesn't feel good to always having to check your location,
Mhm.
because you lose you lose the trust. But do you see, Sabrina, how like there are not as cool parents as me? I'm not saying that really, but I'm really trying to being honest about like what happens in your body and your nervous system
Mhm.
when you one okay, because now we've had this conversation, but like what was going on when you felt like his mom was upset?
I felt really guilty.
Yeah. And how does I mean, like, that is a super low energy. And if you
Mhm.
hold that in your body, do you know, physically, it comes, this is the idea of how, when you said things are abstract, like
Mhm.
lies can be abstract. When Serena asked me before we started, like, what does abstract mean? And I said, it's theoretical. She's like, you can't use that. It's another word, of air. And I said, well, it's something like love. You can't, it's hard to explain. It's almost felt, right? And so when these unskillful applications of certain elements, they seem abstract, but they manifest, they come real because it's an energy that is denser. It's not as good for your whole system,
Mhm.
right? And then it manifests into physical forms, into sickness. Did you see how it goes back way back into from millennia of like why people use elements to start reframing how to get better, sickness, disease. It causes dis-ease
Mhm.
in your body, right? And so I really just think that it's such an easy way. It really is to start framing things in your life that feel off,
Mhm.
right? It just feels disharmonious, right? And so you can see that. And so I have to put things into place, right? And then also too, just for Earth, because in your vision board that you had in 2025, is you wanted to get into a good college, you wanted good grades. So your structures would also be obviously.
Score. Like
Yeah.
studying.
Yeah, but those are also ideas too, but how to make it earth qualities is you actually block out the time and you put it into your calendar. Maybe a planner is an earth quality.
I have a planner.
Okay. Yeah. Your phone is an earth quality too, as much as it's air talking, but
Mhm.
also you can use it earth. So these are these ways of how to start using the different elements to bring more balance into these things.
Mhm.
What do you think? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
You didn't know I was going to do that though, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to give one other example though, too, of
Uh-oh.
how to bring earth, right? So, Sabrina, for me, how I was going to manifest. So, Sabrina asked me before we started this, we've been trying to record. This is the thing. This is the idea of like, what are we juggling? The Juggle is real show. People are like, what is that? It's real life,
Mhm.
Like, what did I say you're juggling? You're juggling being a junior,
School, soccer, relationships,
your body getting better, all that, right? I'm juggling working at the hospital,
running.
I'm running another marathon, building a business, showing up as a parent, showing up as a wife, right? All these different things. This is the juggle. So this podcast is a structure,
Mhm.
right? For us to be able to have, again, navigate some of these conversations and for me to do my job of supporting you with more awareness, right? And so anyway, so she asked, and I do think it benefits you. I really do think it's useful.
Mhm.
I think that you have seen that already with things that have happened in your relationships. But also she said to me before we started was, oh, hey, have you, because she keeps sending me links, pivots what? What are you juggling?
Homecoming.
A whole bunch of us for homecoming, And so I was like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this structure. I was like, yeah, okay. I go, we can look for this dress, but we have to record first. And then we recorded. All right. So thanks for listening. I'm going to have in our show notes the earth qualities and earth reflection questions. And then our last element is going to be water. And
Yes.
please,
The
again,
flow.
the flow. Yeah, I can't wait. I actually am really looking forward to that one. So please rate, review, subscribe to our show, share it with a friend, email us with any questions, email us with anybody you want us to interview, a mother, daughter, or just anybody else that is going to be supportive of any of these conversations or just ideas or questions that you would like us to bring to the show. So that's it. Bye
Thanks
for
for
now.
listening. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. I did forget. This is a poor air quality, and then maybe I'll have it. We'll just add it on at the tail end because this is a generational wealth show, which is building holistic wellness. And we did forget to talk about like the money aspect
Money.
of the air and the earth quality. And so I'm just saying that now, and I think I'm just going to do that separately at the very end. All right. Bye for now.